So Sandy City is one of the larger cities that we've looked at so far in this video series, with a little over 90,000 residents. And if you were to look at the boundaries on the map, it's this rough circle in the Salt Lake Valley that's kind of central, south, east on the map. So we've got Cottonwood Heights directly above us in Sandy City. We've got Draper directly below us to the south. The east bench of the Wasatch Mountains on the east, obviously, and it gets out to about 700 west. Well, it touches into Draper out there, and it also borders Murray and Midvale a little bit, and probably South Jordan. Our boundaries go from the top north boundary at about just a little under 7,800 south, goes down to not quite 123rd, and then east bench, obviously, and then, like I said, the far west bit out to 700 south. So people have been living in Sandy all the way back into like the mid 1860s, but between 1860s all the way through for like 100 years, really Sandy was a mining town. Got its start much like, if you watch the video on the city of Murray, very much like that. There was mines on the east bench, particularly in Cottonwood Heights, and a lot of the smelting was done out here in Sandy all the way up until like the 1960s. Now, the mining kind of died down. It wasn't all pure industrial. There were some, residential and retail areas, but come 1960, Sandy blew up in terms of residential and retail and commercial, and really stopped being industrial at all. So it's got that mining past, but now, again, very much like Murray, this isn't what you'd call a bedroom community where people live here and they drive away for work and play. Sandy's got everything. There's so many amenities in Sandy, and we'll look at some of that too. Right now it's September of 2024, and here in Sandy we have a little over 160 homes actively on the market for sale. So that ranges from anywhere from the bottom at just a little over 300K for 2-bedroom condos, all the way up to there's a $6 million mansion up on the east bench in Sandy right now for sale. So quite the wide demographic. An average home price right now comes to about $670,000 in Sandy. Now, if you want to know what that number happens to be whenever you happen to be watching this video, just hit me in the comments and I'll let you know. Guys, amenities in Sandy, there's so much that's here. It's a pretty, the boundaries cover a lot, and so there's a lot within those boundaries. Right behind me was the shopping malls at Southtown. Behind me now is Momentum Climbing Gym right over here. As we keep going in this circle, a little bit behind me is actually the Sandy City Center. And part of the Sandy City Center includes the Hale Center Theater. Hale Center Theater is an icon. Further down that way, just more north of the Sandy City Center, we've got the Real Soccer Stadium. I think it's the America First Credit Union Stadium, but that's where the Real soccer team plays. And all this is really close to where I am, actually. I can see everything that I just mentioned with the exception of the soccer stadium from right here. I also want to mention just a few of my favorite restaurants that happen to be in Sandy. One, I've mentioned before, I think it was in the holiday video, you can check that out. But Mint Tapas and Sushi has a spot in Sandy. Another favorite place is Tiburon. Tiburon is a steak place on the quality level of Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, but it's just locally owned, and it's this own little standalone building that's beautiful inside. The service is amazing, and if you love steaks and you're gonna be in Sandy, Tiburon is a great place to go. And finally, Tin Roof Grill. A little bit more low-keyed. They have so many good cheesecakes to try. Like, I don't know why it's not named Cheesecake Factory 2.0, but they've got a bunch of good like grill kind of food, and on top of that they've got a bunch of great desserts to try. Like a decade ago, and just for a summer, I worked here. It had a different name. Now it's Impact Ninja Gym. It was Obstacle Warrior Kids when I was here a long time ago. Literally just worked here for a summer to get to play around. This is one of my favorite places in Sandy for sure. My kids love it here. There's area in here for kids, there's area in here for adults. One of the most fun ways to get on a workout. It's very similar to rock climbing, but it's a lot more dynamic. It's just a lot of upper body going on. but this is one of my favorite places, and you'll see all the stuff, all the fun stuff that there is to do in there. And a couple other awesome places here in Sandy include the Mountain America Credit Union Expo Center. A lot of big events are held there, as well as the Jordan Commons movie theater and shops that are around that movie theater. Popular places to be. As I've said already in this video, Sandy's relatively large. The school districts that cover Sandy include both Jordan School District and Canyon School District, all of which used to be Jordan School District. So you can imagine how big that district was. But right behind us is Jordan High School, one of over 30 schools in Sandy alone. And that's just the public school system, right? So all those 30 schools are within Jordan School District or Canyon School District. There's about 20 elementary schools in Sandy, and there were, I believe it was 6 junior highs or middle schools, and there were 5 high schools just in Sandy City. I looked up over half of them on niche.com, and I always get this wrong, but reportcard.schools.utah.edu, whatever it is, we'll put it up on the screen again. But all of them that I looked up scored either A's or B's on niche, or they were typical to commendable on the Utah School Board website. So great schools in Sandy. This is a great place to move if you want your kids going to great schools. Hey, if I haven't said it yet in this video, my name is Christopher McGee. I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate. We're affiliated with the Keller Williams Market Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. And today we've been looking at Sandy City. Again, if you have any questions about anything that I talked about in this, about the homes, the price of homes, amenities, I can only touch on a few of the many in Sandy, or anything more specific about schools, just reach out to me in the comments on this video. I'll be happy to respond. If you or anybody you know is interested in buying a home here in Sandy or anywhere in the Salt Lake County, Utah County, or Davis counties of Utah, reach out to me, let me know. You know I know this market like the back of my hand. I'll be happy to work with you on your team and represent you in finding the home of your dreams. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video, guys. And if there's a video of a city that you don't see in this playlist, let me know and I'll make that the next one I do. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you around.